if a performance is one that the listener forgets that they're in the church, they're not looking at their watch, they're not looking at their cell phone, and they totally have lost track whether 10 minutes has gone by in the piece, 20 minutes, maybe even forget what movement they are in. Don't you think that that kind of is a signal that you've been successful in your performance?
It's a little bit of a storytelling aspect of music making. So if you believe your own story, you start telling your story and you invoke everyone in your story, and so people start to follow you. And there's a strong sense of, for performers, about the quality of attention of the audience. We feel when we are being followed. It is such an intense feeling. We feel that. We have that connection. It's non-verbal, it's non-physical, but we feel our audience. So it's the greatest joy when you're playing and you're doing something that is so important to you, and you have an interpretation, you're sharing with people how exactly you hear this music, and they're following you under this specific silence. It's just such a transcendental experience. So it's one of the aspects of music making, that connection with the audience, that is not always, something that is discussed, let's say, in the practice room or in the classroom when we are learning how to make notes on our instruments. We are not yet there, but I think it's very important for everyone who is mastering an instrument to understand that there would be a time of a very almost spiritual connection with the people that came to listen to you perform.
I've had instances where I go to a concert and then I listen to it, and then I go backstage, and sometimes there'll be a reception in the backstage. And literally I forget who played. I forget whether I was an audience member or a performer. I think it's that experience is so merged for me sometimes, that sometimes I'll be backstage in the green room talking and maybe having a glass of wine. And I think, okay, well, so where did I put my instrument? And I think, oh, wait, I didn't even play. But, this kind of feeling, it's such a special experience listening to music live or playing music live, where the audience, I think, is such an important part of the whole thing. And I feel as an audience member that sometimes the experience can be greater than even performing in certain concerts where you really connect with what you're hearing. You're kind of, you're transported, to another world.
It's funny because some people think that the applause, and granted, applause is incredibly important, but in some performances, it's not even hearing a pin drop for minutes.
Yes.
And don't you feel at that time like, I have them?
Yes. It's safe to admit that, okay?
But that's the goal.
The soft endings when
Yes.
when the audience does not applaud for 10 or 12 seconds.
Yes.
Yes.